Welcome to another Tech Help video brought to you by AccessLearningZone.com. I'm your instructor, Richard Rost. Today's topic, USA first. And I can hear the people in the back room, USA, USA. No, this is not about patriotism. Although there, I'll put the flag up. I do love my country. We're not perfect, but we're awesome. Anyways, the goal of today's video is I'm going to teach you how to anchor one or more items at the top of a combo box or a list box. Right? If most of the people that you deal with are from the USA, you want them first in your combo box, right? And then all the rest of them can be in whatever order. Today's question comes from Patrick in Hoffman Estates, Illinois, one of my platinum members. Patrick says, my company does business in many different countries, and to keep the data proper, we have our employees pick from a list of countries instead of typing them in. That's smart. Although we do leave in other options for those rare new countries that pop up. Okay, you leave it like an other, so you can type in if it's a weird... There's always a new weird country starting every other couple years. Anyways, but the vast majority of our customers are in the United States, Canada, and the UK. Me too. Is there any way to keep those three items at the top of the combo box rather than have my people either have to type or scroll all the way down the list? Yeah, I run into this a lot online when you want to pick United States and you got to scroll all the way to the bottom and find it. Okay, yeah. So what we're going to do is we're going to set up a custom sort order for your countries so you can pick whatever order they appear in. Let me show you how to do that. First of all, this is going to be an expert level video. What does expert mean? Well, expert is more than the basics, but not quite programming. We don't need any developer VBA stuff to do this. Okay, so if you've never done any programming, don't worry about it. We won't need it today. But it is a little bit beyond the basics. You're going to need to know some things about relationships and building combo boxes. Let's talk about the prerequisites real quick. You're definitely going to need to know about relationships, so go watch this video if you don't know how to relate data from two tables together. Specifically, we're going to build a relational combo box. We're going to set up a table with our list of countries in it, and we're going to relate that to our customer table. So you need to understand how to make these relational combo boxes, where you can pick a value from a different table. These are both free videos. They're on my website. They're on my YouTube channel. If you don't know those things, go watch those first, then come on back. All right, so how do we set this up? Here I am in my Tech Help free template. This is a free database. You can download off my website if you want to. And in my customer table, we do have address fields, but I left country just open. It's just an open text field. You can type in whatever you want. To keep the data more normalized, sometimes it's a good idea, really, to have it where you can pick from a list of countries, but still leave the option where you can type in any old new country that pops up, or one of the lesser known ones that you don't necessarily have in your table. So what we're going to do is we're going to add a country ID in here. All right, design view. Here's country. Let's add country ID. That'll be a number of type long integer, and this will be a foreign key here that's going to point to a primary key in a country table that we still have to make. So let's bring this guy up here. I'm going to put that right there in front of country ID. Okay. And we'll deal with setting up this data in just a minute. But there's the place where we can store our country ID. Now let's set up a country table. So create table design. It's going to be a country ID. That's my auto number. The country name. Remember, don't just use name. Name is a reserved word. You don't want to mess with those. If you don't know what reserved words are, I got videos on that. I'll put a link down below. Now, in addition to that stuff, we're going to also put in here a custom sort order field. That'll be number. Now, you can start it at 0 or whatever that value you want, but this will be the order in which the combo box will sort the records. So you can have the default 0, which means any items that you want at the top of the list, just use lower numbers, like -1, -2, -3, and so on. Okay, and we'll see how this works in just a second. Let's save this. This will be my country table. Primary key, yup. All right, let's go into here, and let's add some stuff in here. Okay, now, thinking I got sort order 0, you put your normal countries in here, whatever. Anything new you add will be a 0, and we'll just have those all be alphabetized. But let's say we want the top 3 in the box to be the United States, and I'm going to make that a -3, and then Canada, -2, and then United Kingdom, -1. And why not Australia too? I got a lot of Australia customers. That'll be, well, see, now we gotta go up again. So let's go -4 -3, -2, -1. I want those at the top of my list. Now, everybody else can be 0. Let me just go grab a list of countries and I'll paste them in here. Let me show you guys a little trick what I did here. I said to ChatGPT, I said, give me a list of the top 20 countries ranked on GDP, except USA, UK, Canada, Australia, so I can copy and paste plain text. Okay? So it gave me a list of countries. It numbered them, though. I don't want them numbering, so I said plain text, no numbering. Okay. So here they are. Okay? And now I'm going to copy these. Now watch this when you paste stuff into Access. Let me show you a trick. That's what these tech help videos are all about, is tricks, right? If I click here, okay, see how I got the blinking cursor. If I hit paste now, it tries to paste them all into that one text box, right? If I zoom in, Shift F2, there they all are. I don't want them all in that one text box. I want each one on a separate line, right? And a separate record. All right, so cancel that. Let me cancel this. Hit escape. The key is, once you copy it, don't click so you got a blinking cursor. Click on the border, on the edge, like right there. See how it's highlighted like that? That means that entire, let's call it a cell, right? That field is selected. Now if I paste, look at that. See that? It pasted them all in as individual records. That right there, folks, is worth the cost of admission. That little trick right there. Okay? If you want to paste a bunch of stuff in there and not have it go into the, into the same cell, into the same field, to use Excel terminology, right? Then make sure the whole thing like that is selected. Okay? Okay. All right, so I got my top 4 here, let's say, and then I got everybody else down here, and let's put an other in here, and I want to make sure other is always at the bottom of the list, so I'll just put a 99 in there or whatever, something really high. Okay? And that'll be at the end of the list. All right. That's all set. Close it. Now we're ready to make our combo box. Don't we need a query, you ask? No, not really. The combo box can handle the sorting. In fact, the combo box's sorting will override a query. If you want to use that list in some other form or whatever, sure, you can make a query, but we don't need it. Let's go to my customer form where this thing's going to live. I'm going to come down here. Now, I want to leave this country text box because I want to have a space for them to type in the other if they pick other, right? But I want to add a combo box above that. So let's grab our thingy here. Where's combo boxes? Right there. Click and drag down. Yeah. All right. Well, how are we building this one? We're going to get the values from a table or query. Next, where is the data? The data is in country table, that thing that we just made. Next, let's bring in all the fields. Need the ID for the relationship. I want to see the name. And the sort order, we're going to hide it. I want it in here so we can sort on it, but we're going to hide it in a minute. Next. Okay. How do you want to sort the data? Well, first I want to sort by the sort order. And then after that, if the sort order is the same, like the zeros, sort by country name. Okay, so all those zeros in the middle will be alphabetical. All right, next. Here's what it's going to look like. The key column is hidden. And remember, if you don't see this, that means that your data is based on a query. You just have to manually hide that yourself by going like, right? But we have a table-based one, so we can close that. And I don't want to see the sort order in the combo box, so I'm just going to go like that and make that guy 0 width. Okay, everybody else looks good. Okay, next. All right, so we pick a value. We're picking a country ID. What are we going to do with it? We're going to store that in the country ID field in the customer table. That's how these relational combo boxes work, right? Next, what label do you want? Doesn't matter. I'm going to delete it and then hit finish. Okay, let's delete this guy. Now I got 2 country labels. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to cut it out. Snip, and I'm going to click on the combo box and paste it. That'll attach it to this. See how it's now attached to that one? Isn't that kind of cool? Right? Okay. Let's slide this out like so. And I'm going to just tuck this right up underneath it. And you'll just have to teach your people that that's the other country box. And in the extended cut for the members, I'm going to show you how to hide that and only show it if they pick other up here. That's going to be pretty cool. All right. So now, let's save this, close it, open it, and let's pick, oh, look at that, how nice that is. United States, Canada, UK, Australia up top, and then all the rest of the middle ones are alphabetical. And then way down at the bottom, I got to scroll this up so you can see it. Way down at the bottom is my other. Now, if this box is too big for you, you could change how many items appear here. go back into design view, bring up the properties for this guy. And I'm glad I did that, because one of my pet peeves is that the wizard doesn't ask you for a name. It's combo 30. I don't like that. I want this to be the country combo. We already have a country ID. Actually, no, we could make a country ID if we wanted to, but I like to have my combo boxes say combo on them for lots of different reasons. But over here under format, I don't want 16 list rows. Let's go with 8. That should be enough to see the countries at the top. All right, close it, save it, close it, open it up. And now I got a much shorter, more manageable list. Right? And your users can still type stuff in. If they know they want China, CH, boom, puts it right on China. If they know they want other, OTH, boom, and then they can, it jumped me to the next record. Why is that? I like when this little stuff pops up because I can remind you of it. These are the questions I get asked all the time. We added this control last, right? This combo box was the last thing on the form. So it's the end of the tab order. If I hit tab, it takes me to the next record. There's a couple things you can do. Let me bring this back down where it belongs. The first thing we could do is just fix the tab order, right? So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to come up to tab order and find my combo, which is way at the end. We're going to click on it and slide this up in front of country. Okay, so that should put it where it belongs in the tab order. And another thing that I like, and this is completely dependent upon you and your data entry and how you like it, I'm going to go into other and set the cycle to current record. I'm not a big fan of tabbing off of one record onto another one. I don't know. But it all depends on your data entry, right? I like it so that when I'm done with a particular field on a record, it goes back to the top. That's just how I like it. It goes to the next record if I go to the next record. That's me. That's my personal thing. Okay? But there you go. Couple little other things we have to do now to work with the data that we already have in the database. We got to make a few changes. Now, the way that I had it before for my customers, as far as country is concerned, I would just leave the country blank if it was United States. But now we got to go and put ones in here. Is it one? Let's see. Country. One is United States, right? Yeah, ones for all the current people who are blank. So we want to go 111. Not you for France, right? 111. And if you've got thousands of these records, you're going to use an update query to do this. All right, an update query. If you want to learn about update queries, I got videos on that too. I'll put a link down below. All right, I'm pretty sure Canada's 2. Let's see. Country. Canada's 2, yep. So these will be replaced with 2s. And you can get rid of these now, right? We don't need anything in the other. Okay. And then France. Let's go find France. There you are. 32. Okay. We'll put a 32 here. Now for new records, that new record, you can see the country ID is coming in here is 0. You might want to make the default value now for this table 1, so that new people that come in default to 1, right? So let's go to design view, set the country ID default value to 1. So they're USA for new records. So if I come into the form now and I go to a new record, the default is United States. Okay. Now, lots to do still in the extended cut for the members. We got a couple things we're going to do. First, we're going to hide the extra little box to type in a country name unless the user picks other. Then we'll show the box and they can type it in. If they pick an existing one, there's no reason for that box, right? So we'll hide that. We're going to put a separator here. Just a bunch of dashes, but you can put whatever you want there. You can put lines or O's or X's or whatever. I don't know. Then we're going to fix the invoice, because right now, our invoice and any other reports or queries or forms that you use are based on that text country field. So I'm going to show you how, with some little query magic, we can use either the country name from the country table or whatever's typed into the text field, depending on the value of this guy. If they picked other, use that. If not, use that. That'll be tricky, but we'll do it. And that's going to be in the extended cut for the members. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut videos, not just this one, all of them that I've ever made. There's like 700 something tech help videos now, so there's a lot of them. Gold members can download these databases, and you get my code vault and all kinds of cool stuff. And of course, if you like learning with me, come to my website, check it out. I got lots of lessons, lots of access stuff. I live and breathe access, guys. It's my thing. It's what I do. But that's going to be your tech help video for today. I hope you learned something. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up and post any comments you may have below. I do try to read and answer all of them as soon as I can. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, which is completely free. Click the bell icon and select all to receive notifications when new videos are posted. Want to learn more? Click the Show More link below the video to find additional resources and links. YouTube does a pretty good job of hiding it. It's right down there. See this part of the description here, right? The name, the video's up here. There's a little Show More down there, right down the bottom. It's kind of hard to find. But once you click on that, you'll see a list of other videos, additional information related to the current topic, free lessons, and lots more. And YouTube no longer sends out email notifications when new videos are posted like they used to do. But if you'd like to get an email every time I post a new video, click on the link to join my mailing list. And you can pick how frequently to get emails from me, either as they happen, daily, weekly, or monthly. Now, if you'd like to become a paid member of my channel and receive all kinds of awesome perks, click on the Join button. You'll see a list of all the different membership levels that are available, each with its own special perks, including my extended cut videos, access to my code vault, lots of VBA source code in there, template downloads, and lots more. I'll talk more about these perks at the end of the video. Even if you don't want to commit to becoming a paid member and you'd like to help support my work, please feel free to click on the tip jar link. Your patronage is greatly appreciated and will help keep these free videos coming. I got some puppies to feed. But don't worry, no matter what, these free tech help videos are going to keep coming. As long as you keep watching them, I'll keep making more, and they'll always be free. Now, if you really want to learn Access and you haven't tried my free Access Level 1 course, check it out now. It covers all the basics of Microsoft Access, including building forms, queries, reports, and more. It's over 4 hours long. You can find it on my website or on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link down below you can click on. And did I mention it's completely free? The whole thing, free, 4 hours. Go watch it. And okay, a lot of you have told me that you don't have time to sit through a 4-hour course. So I do now have a quicker Microsoft Access for Beginners video that covers all the basics faster in about 30 minutes. And no, I didn't just put the video on fast forward. But I'll put a link to this down below as well. Now, if you like level 1, level 2 is just $1. That's it, $1. And that's another whole 90-minute course. Level 2 is also free for paid members of any level, including supporters. So if you're a member, go watch level 2. It's free. Okay, want to get your question answered in a video just like this one? Visit my Tech Help page and send me your question there. Members get priority, of course. While I do try to read and respond to all of the comments posted below in the comments section, I only have time to go through them briefly a couple of times a month, and sometimes I get thousands of them. So send me your question here on the Tech Help page, and you'll have a better chance of getting it answered. And while you're on my website, be sure to stop by my Access forum. We've got lots of lively conversations about Microsoft Access and other topics. I have a fantastic group of moderators who help me answer questions. Shout out to Alex, Kevin, Scott, Adam, John, Dan, Juan, and everybody else who helps out on the site. I appreciate everything you do. I couldn't do it without you. Be sure to follow my blog, find me on Twitter, and of course on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on Facebook too, but I don't like Facebook. Don't get me started. Now, let's talk more about those member perks if you do decide to join as a paid member. There are different levels: Silver, Gold, Platinum, and Diamond. Silver members and up get access to all of my extended cut Tech Help videos, one free beginner class every month, and some other perks. Gold members get all the previous perks, plus access to download the sample databases that I build in my Tech Help videos, plus access to my code vault where I keep tons of different functions that I use, the code that I build in most of the videos. You'll also get higher priority if you do submit any Tech Help questions. Now, answers are never guaranteed, but you do go higher in the list for me to read them. And if I like your question, you got a good chance of it being answered. You'll also get one free expert level class each month after you've finished the beginner series. Platinum members get all the previous perks plus even higher priority for Tech Help questions. You get access to all of my full beginner level courses for every subject. And I cover lots of different subjects like Word, Excel, VBA, ASP, lots of different stuff, not just Access. These are the full-length courses found on my website. You get all the beginner ones. In addition, once you finish the expert classes, you get one free developer class per month. So lots of training. And finally, you can also become a Diamond sponsor. You'll have your name or your company name listed on a sponsors page that will be shown on each video as long as you're a sponsor. You'll get a shout out in the video and a link to your website or product in the text below the video and on my website. So that's it. Once again, my name is Richard Rost. Thank you for watching this video brought to you by accesslearningzone.com. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something today. Live long and prosper, my friends. I'll see you again soon.